slow down a little bit. Really easy to... I will envision like what I want my life to look like. Here is the new hair. It's Christmas party. I had literally one goal on Black Friday and it was activewear, because obviously I work out a lot and I also just like wear activewear around the house a lot, and I haven't bought any new activewear in years. Look at this set. I literally love this so much. It's from Set Active. It's the one shoulder top. I think it's the Luxe Form fabric that I got, which is like the softest one that they say is for like low impact and yoga and whatever. But I actually find it pretty like compressive. It's very soft, but it's still like nice and compressive. I've been wanting to try one of these like one shoulder sports bras for a while. It feels really secure. Like I don't feel like this is gonna fall off. Like I can like lift my arms up and stuff and I still feel pretty secure. Okay, so it's been a few days since I last saw you, since I last filmed. Basically, I had the intention of starting this vlog because I thought things were going to slow down for me after Giving Tuesday. But then my dance show just like took me out. It was an incredible show. We were in a fabulous theater and we almost sold out, like a bigger theater than we've ever had before. It was an incredible experience. But I think I underestimated just how much I've been doing and how much I needed a break, how much I needed to rest. I'm always the one, you know, on here on YouTube talking about how you need to be kind and graceful with yourself and make sure that you're resting as much as you need to and all of this sort of thing. But when it comes to actually doing that myself, I tend to just have so much trouble. Like, I feel a lot of guilt and shame around actually taking the time that I need to rest. But after this show, after my big event at work and after this dance show, my body was just like, dude, you need to slow down. There were a couple of days where I was literally falling asleep on the couch at like 4 p.m. just like laying down or like sitting down to watch a show, like to take a break from work because my brain was feeling tired or something. I would fully fall asleep on the couch, which never happens to me. I don't take naps. So I could just tell that my body was like really asking me for true rest. Just kind of leaned into it a little bit, and I took a couple of mental health days from work, which was so hard to do. I knew it was the right thing to do. I knew I needed the days off. I knew nobody would mind me taking the days off. But yeah, so like I knew it was the right choice, but it was still so hard to actually take the days off without being actually sick, without traveling somewhere, whatever, you know, like the normal reasons that we take off of work. But I did it and I was really happy I did. I got to just kind of catch up with things around the house, get everything cleaned up, take some extra time to rest and reflect. I did a lot of journaling and stuff like that, but I'm still definitely feeling like fatigued and a little bit burnt out, run down, etc. So I'm just trying to listen to myself, listen to my own internal cues, and make sure that I am trying to slow down a little bit. Like everything has just been on like full volume, full speed ahead in my life in the past few months. So I need to just continue to remind myself that after all of that, anyone would feel exhausted long-winded and I've just been working so much and so hard on everything that I want to do. Okay, that was super long-winded. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but this is all to say that it's been a while since the last clips that were in this vlog, and I'm kind of feeling ready to like pick up the camera again and continue on with this cozy, wintry, Christmassy vlog. So before I head out, I just wanted to show you, I got in a package. I never do gifted collaborations on TikTok. I just think that they're silly. Like, creating content for brands takes so much time and effort that, especially if I have never heard of the brand or wouldn't particularly purchase the product on my own, I'm not gonna do videos in exchange for gifting products. I've done like 1 or 2 of those in the past when I genuinely like loved the product and the brand and was like, yeah, why not? Like, I would buy this anyways. It'll be fun to make a TikTok video for it. But I did accept one gifted collaboration because it's something I've wanted to try anyways, and I was just really excited to get the email from them, which is when you kind of know it's like worth doing, worth collaborating with the brand. And that is Chamberlain Coffee, Emma Chamberlain's coffee brand. I love coffee, as you all know, and I love Emma Chamberlain. Like, who doesn't? She's so funny. So yeah, let's look at what we got. Tote bag, super cute. Espresso blend of the coffee, because obviously I use my espresso machine. Variety box of cold brew. They're like cold brew tea bags, so it like makes it really easy to brew. I'm excited to try those. Classic Emma Chamberlain coffee jar. I believe these are some straws. Oh, these are cute. These are like slightly thinner than the ones I currently have. Cup for iced coffee. Super cool. Everybody. So I started off my day with some coffee and then did some journaling. I actually wrote a poem this morning that kind of just like came to me. I sat down with the intention to journal and instead ended up writing a poem, which is always really wonderful when a poem kind of comes as a gift like that. And then I did a little bit of work for my 9 to 5. And then I did all of the dishes and cleaned up a little bit in the kitchen, lit a candle in there. And then I just did like a 30-minute yoga class. I use Core Power online for my yoga classes. And I chose a C1, which is their like base level type of classes, because I was doing it less so as a workout and more as like recovery for my muscles from yesterday's workout, because my upper body was pretty darn sore from yesterday. My upper body's, I would say, the weakest, like the part that I need to work on the most in terms of strength. So it felt really nice to just get like a good stretch and recovery in. And I'm basically just gonna be working for the rest of the day. Leading up to Christmas, there's still like a lot to do because the end of the calendar year is like a huge time for fundraising. Like, we have a big push through the holiday season because it's like giving season and all of that. And I also have a couple books that I'm working on for my freelance business right now. But what's great is that as we get closer to the holidays at my 9 to 5, there's like less and less meetings and it gets like kind of quiet, so you can just like actually get your work done instead of being in meetings and stuff all the time. I have been trying to find Christmas presents for everybody, so I want to show you what I got yesterday. These are just like a couple of the things that I've been picking up. So I got this Beat Bobby Flay recipe book. So it's like all of the recipes that Bobby Flay cooked when he was on the show, I guess. My older sister loves cooking and she also loves watching Beat Bobby Flay. I thought that would be a nice gift for her. She's one of those people that's like, she has everything, there's nothing to buy her. In addition to that, I'm getting her one of those Stanley cups that have been like super popular on TikTok right now. The like huge 40-ounce takeaway cup that like stays cold all day and whatever. I got her one of those. And then I went to Mem Tea, which is like a specialty tea shop, for 2 of my friends this herbal sampler pack of their teas. It has blood orange hibiscus, ginger lemon, appleberry, and rooibos. I have a group of 3 friends that we like actually exchange Christmas presents every year. I'm gonna get them other stuff too. I've kind of been browsing around for them, but that's what I have so far. My little sister really wanted the like crossbody Lululemon bag, and I have one and I love it, so I was gonna get her that, but they're like perpetually sold out, which is annoying. But so my other idea for her, which I think I'm going to definitely get, is she always wears a ton of rings and like little stacking necklaces and stacking rings, but she gets the like cheapy ones from like H&M, Forever 21, whatever, and they're always leaving that like green stuff on her fingers and on her neck. So I'm just gonna get her some gold plated jewelry, which is not super expensive at all, but it just kind of takes it to that next step where it's not gonna rust as easily and it'll last a lot longer. And I know she'll wear them, so I think that's what I'm gonna go for my little sister. But yeah, gifts are in the works. I love getting gifts for people, so this is so exciting for me. Got a tried and trusty, super comfy, giant black turtleneck sweater so that I can look decent for working from home, but still got my sweatpants on the bottom. It's literally 3:30 right now and it is already getting so dark outside. It is so hard to function when the daylight is just gone and there's still hours and hours of the day left. And I know many of you struggle with that too, so give yourself some grace if you're feeling like a little bit low energy, because I mean, it's hard. We're not getting a lot of vitamin D and the sun goes down super early. But one thing that genuinely does help is just making the house look really cozy with like lights and candles and stuff like that. This Christmas tree like twinkling in the corner just makes me so happy. And then I was just walking into the kitchen to grab myself some water and forgot I had put on this candle earlier, and like just that makes it so much better. For dinner, I made this coconut tofu curry with chickpeas in it and some white rice on the side. This is like exactly what I'm craving on a cold, gloomy, rainy day. Been my uniform for the mornings recently. It's so cold when I get out of bed, I just keep on my pajamas and put on my giant hoodie and I walk around looking like a marshmallow. But it is so comfy. I highly recommend. It's like wearing a big old blanket. I will link this for you guys because I think it is the best purchase ever. While I finish up my coffee, because I have just been feeling so tired and like unmotivated, and that I know that's super normal and there's nothing wrong with that, but for me as someone who is very ambitious and who doesn't often feel this way, it's very, very difficult for me. So I'm kind of feeling this struggle between like when I'm feeling tired and kind of like I need to just move slower, when does it make sense to lean into that and allow it and rest, and when does it make sense to push myself through it and motivate myself to not be doing that. Typically I'm pretty good at knowing like, okay, you should push through today, you're gonna feel better if you do X, Y, and Z thing, and then knowing on other days like, no, you really need to just rest today. But I feel like that radar has been like off recently because I'm feeling like this so often that I'm like, okay, I don't know if I need more rest or if I need to motivate myself to go do certain things. I'm just like a type A overachiever. I'm a hard worker. I'm very disciplined. Those are things about my identity and personality that I'm very proud of. My work ethic and my discipline and my vision for kind of like how I see things on the big picture. Those are things I'm really proud of. So then when I feel like unable to kind of do those things, I feel like I lose a little bit of my identity, if that makes sense. Because of that, I'm really excited to do some introspection and reflection on this year and kind of formulating some new thoughts and vision for what I hope next year will look like. I'm gonna do a whole video on that after this one, so I hope you all are looking forward to that too. And I think later this evening, I think I'm gonna make lasagna. I have all of the things to make a vegetarian lasagna. The coffee I've been really into recently, by the way, is doing like a latte with vanilla and a little bit of just like a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's so Christmassy and I just love it. So that's what I've been drinking recently. Can I tell you guys something super lame that I do? If you cycle or do any kind of like HIIT cardio, you know there are moments where you're like really having to push through resistance and like feeling exhausted and whatever, and like you don't want to do it. And those moments when you're pushing through are like so glorious, and that's what makes you feel amazing at the end of a workout like this. So something that I do, and I don't know when I started doing this, I think it was actually, I used to be a very serious runner when I was in middle and high school, and I think I was even doing this at that time. But in those moments of like a really tough push, I will close my eyes and like envision things from my vision board. Like I will envision like what I want my life to look like and things that I'm like reaching for in my future, where I want to be, or like what my house would look like, or like activities that I'm doing. I'll envision myself like getting a book deal on the phone, like things like that, like big dreams. I'll just like close my eyes and think about those things, like really intensely focus on the things that I want in the future. Envisioning things that you want for the future is like a very common manifestation practice that people get into, but I think there's something about it being paired with difficult physical work that makes it even more like, I don't know, inspiring, enlightening. I'm not sure if that's lame or helpful, so let me know if you try it out, just kind of like a moving vision board for yourself. I found a semi-okay spot to put the camera in the bathroom. I just rinsed off in the shower super quick, and I've already done my skincare, and I'm gonna try out a couple of Glossier products that I got. I am like a Glossier stan, I love them. So the first thing I always put on my face, this I've had for a while, as you can tell by the label coming off, is the Perfecting Skin Tint. I use the lightest shade. This is a product that I like enough that I am getting it again because this one is almost out. So I put that on my face first after my skincare and moisturizer and all of that. And it's like super duper light coverage, but like just enough to feel like you have something on your face, and that's like what I want most days. I don't want a ton of coverage. I have a different like foundation for when I want more coverage, but this is what I wear every single day pretty much. I just rub that in with my hands because it kind of smooths into the moisturizer that I already have on my face pretty nicely. And then I wear concealer. This is just a drugstore like Maybelline one. I just do like a little bit of concealer on any red spots and under my eyes. I use the Hoola Light Benefit Bronzer just to get a little bit of color in my face. I use this in like all the contour locations, so right under my cheekbones, on the line of my jaw, and a little bit right up in my hairline. I don't typically use contour, but I have been interested in trying out a cream contour, but as like a pale person, I'm so cautious with makeup products. If you're a pale person, let me know what you use. That would be awesome. And then this is another Glossier product that I already have. It is the Cloud Paint, which is their liquid blush in the shade Dusk, which is more of like a peachy orangey type of pink color. This little tiny tube lasts forever. Just need like a little dot. So that little tube has lasted me forever, but when it does run out, I totally would purchase it again. So I just dab that onto my face in little polka dots, and then I go in with a brush just to blend it out. It blends super easily. A lot of people just do this with their fingers too, and that totally works. It's really easy to blend this blush. Now we're gonna try one of the new products that I got. I really wanted to try some kind of cream highlighter. I've always used a powder, so because I know I like Glossier, I wanted to try this one, which is the Haloscope Dew Effect highlighter, and I got it in the shade Quartz, which was like the lightest one. Glide onto cheek and brow bones and blend with fingertips to enlighten your face. So we're just gonna do this. Now we're gonna do this. Okay, it's like super dewy and very natural looking. I definitely, if I wanted a fuller face, I wouldn't use this product, but for day to day, it's like totally perfect. The last thing I do for my skin is I just go in with like a translucent powder to set everything. The other product that I have to try is for the lips, so I'm just gonna quickly do my brows and mascara and then come back to show you the lip. And now I'm gonna try the Generation G Sheer Matte Lipstick in the color Cake. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a mauve pink with a little bit of like orange peach tint to it. Ooh, I love this. It's like perfect for an everyday makeup. Like most things with Glossier, the pigmentation is super light, but you can definitely build it if you go over it a few times. You can see that highlighter a little bit better. You can actually see it the most on my nose, which is funny. And the lip color. The outfit of the day is Classic Dana, a tight black turtleneck that I got at H&M a couple of years ago, which is just a staple. And then these high-waisted kind of plaid pants, which are Topshop, but they are secondhand. A friend of mine gave them to me when they grew out of them. Day, as you can probably tell, I haven't been vlogging at all this morning, but I went to the gym and did a full body workout and then have just been working from home. Now it's about 2 p.m. and I'm getting ready to head out to my haircut appointment. As you can see, my hair is just like, it's very blah and kind of flat right now. I haven't gotten it cut in like 6 months, and my ends are not terrible because I don't style my hair a lot, but they are kind of thinning out a little bit. So I am going to someone new and a new salon. So I am not going to bring the camera because I would be too embarrassed to do that. This is the before. And here is the new hair. I had to come outside on my balcony because it's literally like 4 o'clock and already pretty much dark out, but we got a little bit of light left so that I can show you. I think she did an amazing job. It looks so nice and healthy. I wanted to tell you guys because I learned so much from this hairstylist. First of all, and most importantly, apparently Olaplex number 3 does not work unless you've received the Olaplex number 1 treatment at a salon, and they can only do it at a salon. And then the 3 is what you take home with you, and basically that only even works for about a month after you've received the number 1 treatment. So she was like, girl, you wasting your money. To everyone out there, because I was fooled by it too, because I feel like a lot of people use Olaplex number 3. Their website doesn't make it super clear either, but apparently the number 3 doesn't work at all. It doesn't do anything for you unless you've had the number 1 at a salon. So don't waste your money. She also said that people with hair like mine, like I have a lot of hair, but it's quite fine and gets oily and greasy pretty easily, I need a clarifying shampoo to use a couple of times a month. Didn't know that. Learned a lot from this woman. She was awesome. Love the new hair. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I'm all dressed up for my office Christmas party, which I'm heading into here in a couple of hours. I really hope you enjoyed all the cozy Christmassy vibes, and just one last reminder to Let yourself rest if you need it. You deserve it. You've had a long year. You've accomplished so much. So take a break. Please do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Those things truly help me a lot as a teeny tiny new channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.